Hello everyone and welcome back to Hannah's Happy Home. So in today's video we are going to be installing the backsplash tile in the kitchen, and then later on in the video we'll be setting up something fun in the backyard. So I hope that you enjoy today's video. We're starting off the video here at Lowe's trying to decide on a backsplash. First we had went over to Floor and Decor and we were probably in there for over an hour and we just couldn't make a decision on which backsplash we wanted to put in the kitchen. I had shared some stories over on Instagram trying to get some help picking out a backsplash, and we did end up finding something there that we liked. Thankfully we ended up going with this small subway tile. It's all on one sheet, so it's going to make it a lot easier to install. Now in my last kitchen video I said that we were leaning more towards like a dark gray backsplash just to help to break up all of the white that's in the kitchen, but we started looking at photos on Pinterest of kitchens that had the dark gray backsplash or even just a regular gray backsplash, and we weren't really loving how it looked, and we were leaning more towards the photos on Pinterest that just had a backsplash that kind of blended in with the kitchen, was more neutral, and would go with more styles, something that was simple, easy to clean, easy to install. So we actually just ended up going with a basic white subway tile, which definitely wasn't what we thought we were going to go with originally, but you just can't go wrong with a white subway tile. It goes with a lot of styles, blends in nicely with the kitchen, and when I add decor in the kitchen it will help to break up all of the white because I'll be adding darker colors and wood, different things like that, and we do end up going with a gray grout later. Once we had the kitchen prepped, Jalen started mixing up the mortar out here, and he's pouring water bottles into this to mix up the mortar because of course the night before one of the wires on the panel box on the well, it like burnt off in half, and so thankfully there was no fire or anything, everything was good. We just lost water, and the electrician did come and fix everything here about an hour after we got started. It did take him about 2 hours though till he was done, but we did have a pack of water bottles that we were able to use for the tile saw and also mixing up the mortar. We had thought about just maybe having the tile stop at this cabinet right here, but we ended up deciding to take it all the way to the edge of the countertop, and we're glad that we did that. So with these pieces, it made it so much easier that they all came on one sheet. He didn't have to do individual pieces, and also if we would have gone with a hexagon tile, he would have had to cut every single sheet of tile because the hexagon tile, most of it isn't just flat all the way along the bottom like the subway is. So here along the bottom he could just put the whole sheet on, and then at the top he would just have to measure, mark, and then go and cut right there at the tile saw. So when you're installing Backsplash, you want to be sure that you leave a small gap at the bottom in between the tile and the countertop, and then once we're all done with the Backsplash, we'll just put a bead of caulk there at the bottom. And then so we just use some little spacers there at the bottom underneath of the tile to make that little gap, and we also use the spacers in between some of the cracks. Because these tiles were all on one sheet, we didn't have to use a spacer in between every single crack, but you do still need some spacers because some of the tiles we had to work with a little bit to get them straight, and so just putting some spacers here and there helped to keep all of the cracks even. So Jalen did this whole tile project by himself. He did an amazing job. He worked really hard on this for a whole day, and then he did a half a day of grouting after this. It was pretty much a one-person job, so I was working on some other projects while he did this, but he did have me come in every once in a while and help him with these spacers, and also sometimes I had to come in and finish the tile that he was putting up at one spot if he had to run out and talk to the electrician that was working on the well. He did get that fixed, like I said, which we were very thankful for, to have water again, but we were glad that we had all these water bottles on hand. He finished all of the tile that night, and then the next day he pulled out all of the spacers and got started on the grout. And the grout that we went with, the color is called Frost. It's just a nice light gray color, adds a little bit of contrast, and it will be a lot easier to keep clean than white grout. Jalen was going to take the tile up onto the top of this little ledge right here at the window seal, but once he started putting the tile on, he decided against that and just had the tile end right here. And when he did that, he said that he wanted to put a little like wooden window seal here that would come out over top of the tile a little bit. But once he had the tile there, he decided to just try doing grout there behind the tile, and we actually really love how it turned out. But if we don't someday, he can always add a little window seal here. Okay, so the last step here was to put the light switch and plug-in covers back on, and then Jalen did a bead of caulk around the bottom and then also on the sides of the tile, and then it was all complete. I'll do some final shots here in a minute, but we absolutely love how it turned out. It just was a great finishing touch to the kitchen. So let us know down in the comments what you think of the backsplash. We're really happy that we went with the smaller subway tile. It's enough of a pattern to give a little bit of contrast in the kitchen, but yet it still blends in really nicely. It's simple, it'll go with a lot of styles, it's really easy to clean. And now literally the last step in this kitchen is to get a new stove to put in here, and then I'll decorate the kitchen and then it will be completely finished. Okay, so the rest of the video is going to be this footage from a few weeks ago of us setting up this awesome play set in the backyard for the boys. They were so excited about this ever since we told them that this was going to be delivered. I think they asked just about every single day, how many more days until the play set is getting delivered? They were really excited about this and they've just been loving it, playing on it and swinging every single day. Okay, so this play set is called the Hideout Backyard Swing Set from Rough House, and this has the 5-foot tower, 1 wave slide, vinyl roof, rock wall, and then 3 swings. We did 2 belts and then 1 glider swing. And this came from Rough House Vinyl Play Systems, and they are located right here local in Arizona. They're from Gilbert, Arizona, and they gifted this to our boys, which we are so incredibly grateful to them for that. What I love about this play set is that it's vinyl. We're here in Arizona where it's really hot. The sun is brutal during the summertime, so vinyl is just absolutely perfect because it will always stay cool. It deters the sunlight and keeps this cool all year round, so the boys won't burn their hands or anything when they're climbing up on it. I don't have to worry about it rotting or rusting or weatherproofing it, and it is extremely good quality. I just can't say enough good things about this play set. It is a really, really awesome play set, and the boys are just loving it. We did put this whole play set together ourselves. It was our Saturday morning project. We probably should have had a third person there to help us put up that roof because that was a little bit difficult for just the 2 of us, but we got it and got it all put together here in a few hours. The finishing touch here was the little caps that you put over top of all the screw holes just to give it that nice finished look, and it just turned out beautifully. And here Jalen was putting together the glider for the boys. We put it up here in between the 2 belt swings, and they just go up and down this thing constantly, climbing up the wall on the one side, sliding down, swinging on the swings together. It's just perfect for them and for our backyard here. If you're interested in looking at the play sets that Rough House offers, I will have their link down below. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in a couple days with a brand new video. Bye!